We're over at the reading chair, and we're learning about welcome fall pumpkins. Yes, pumpkins is another thing that ripens and gets ready to pick in the fall. Do you remember we learned about apples? And apples got ready to pick in the fall? So do pumpkins. Look at those beautiful pumpkins. Let's learn about some pumpkins. So this is what we call a nonfiction book. It means that everything in here is for real. It's not made up. It's not pretend. This is real. And so, Welcome Fall Pumpkins. Do you see the title? Those are the big letters. Welcome Fall Pumpkins. And then the author is at the bottom. It's Marilyn Easton. And you see how her name is very small? That's where the author's name is at. Always by the word by. B-Y. And then there's a name and it's small. That's the author's name. That could be really important to know. All right, so here's the title, the name of the story. Welcome Fall Pumpkins. It's on the front cover. Do you remember what we call this? That's the back cover. Front cover, back cover, title, and author's name. Yes, we're getting very smart. We're learning all about books. Welcome Fall Pumpkins. A pumpkin is a type of fruit that can be picked in the fall. Pumpkins are known for the orange color, but pumpkins come in many different colors. They can be white or green, yellow, or red. Aren't those cute? Look at all those neat looking pumpkins. And look at these. These are called, is it Lumina? Yeah, these white pumpkins are called Lumina pumpkins. Lumina. Pretty neat, huh? I thought pumpkins were always orange, huh? Some pumpkins are small and others are big. Some pumpkins can weigh over 1,000 pounds. That's a lot of pie. Yes, the record for the heaviest pumpkin is 1,810 pounds. That's almost 2,000 pounds. Wow. That is a humongous pumpkin. The outside of a pumpkin is hard. That part of the pumpkin is called the rind. That's the rind of the pumpkin. On the top of the pumpkin is a stem. Our apples had stems. They did, yes. We called the outside of the apple, though, the skin. But this one's, the outside of the pumpkin's called the rind. The inside of a pumpkin is filled with pulp. The pulp feels mushy. The inside of a pumpkin is also filled with seeds. The pulp is the main part of a pumpkin that is used as food. You see this on the inside? This part? Yes. Looks yummy to me. In the spring, a pumpkin seed is planted in the soil. Do you remember what soil is another word for? Dirt, right. Soon, a sprout grows out of the seed. See it growing up? Pumpkin seeds will not grow if the ground is too cold. Miss McCool is growing pumpkins right now, and I had to plant them back when it was still warm. Still waiting on my pumpkins, too. The sprout gets bigger, it becomes a pumpkin vine. Green leaves start to grow out of the vine. That's awesome. A pumpkin vine needs water and sunlight to grow. A pumpkin vine can grow to be 30 feet long. I can tell you they take up a lot of room in the garden. And the vine keeps growing. Flowers bloom on the vines. Do you see this little flower? It's yellow, isn't it? Pumpkin flowers are yellow. You'd think they'd be orange, huh? But they're not. Some of the flowers have tiny buds at the bottom. Each bud is a baby pumpkin. Do you see this? During the summer, the tiny pumpkins grow larger. Look, it's getting bigger and bigger. But what color is it? It's green, isn't it? It's not orange like you would think, huh? In the fall, the pumpkin is finished growing and ready to harvest. Harvest means it's time to pick them. The pumpkin is cut from the vine. The part of the vine that is still attached to the pumpkin becomes the stem. Did you know this top of the part of the pumpkin that we see, we pull the jack-o'-lantern's head off with, the top of it, that's where his lid is at? Did you know that used to be the vine? That's where all the leaves used to grow and keep the pumpkin alive. It made it grow big. At Halloween, faces are carved into pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns. If a candle is placed inside the pumpkin, the face glows. Have you ever done that? That's pretty neat, isn't it? See, this is a real book. This is for real. It's non-fiction. That means not made up. Some people use pumpkins to make pies, soups, or even pancakes. Pumpkin seeds can be toasted for a snack. My family loves pumpkin seeds. When we carve a pumpkin, we take all the seeds out and then we wash them off real good and put a little salt on them and a little bit of oil and we bake them in the oven. They are delicious. Pumpkins can be bought on a farm. They can also be found at the grocery store. Next spring, more pumpkin seeds will be planted. And in the fall, new pumpkins will be ready to harvest. Looky there, all those pumpkins in the field. Have you seen pumpkins at the store? Have you? I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, to take you guys to the farmer's market with me to get a pumpkin. And then we're going to carve one at my house. And I'm going to show you some different parts of the pumpkin. That's the plan. Keep your fingers crossed. All right. See you later.